Welcome to an episode of Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we'll be talking about Tango Gameworks rising from the dead, being sold by Xbox. So recently, it was reported that Tango Gameworks, the creators of The Evil Within, Hi-Fi Rush, were going to be shut down by Microsoft after they bought Bethesda. It was a big old brouhaha because Hi-Fi Rush, although a smaller game, was received well by not only the fans, by critics. It was a critical hit. It was the type of game that they were looking for. And not only that, Tango was a type of developer they're looking for, a Japanese developer. Either way, turns out that all of that we heard before is no more. News has broken that Tango Gameworks has been sold to Krafton, I believe. Krafton, pendejo. Krafton, say it with me, Krafton. Krafton. Sheesh, man. The developers of PUBG. Not only that, but they also sold Hi-Fi Rush with it. Now, see, I would have kept Hi-Fi Rush because that's the jewel of them all. But maybe that was the reason why it was included in the sale, because that's where all the value is probably at. I think it's a good thing too, I guess, when you look at it, because Microsoft, by the looks of it, wasn't going to do anything with it. I don't think they're going to develop a sequel because although it was well received, I don't think it sold so many copies that they want to invest more money on it. So at least now that it's owned by Krafton, the sequel can continue. In this deal, Microsoft kept the Evil Within franchise and Ghostwire Tokyo. I haven't played Ghostwire Tokyo. The Evil Within franchise is freaking awesome. It's good. The first one sold okay. The second one didn't sell so well. And so again, Microsoft is not going to invest in the franchise. So they're going to leave that on the back burner. It would be awesome if they actually develop games for that franchise. But, it is what it is. But the good news is the studio lives on. The people who worked for that studio still have a job. Hopefully, everybody still has a job. This is something to celebrate, And this is something that other publishers, big AAA companies, should follow suit. Instead of closing down these studios and not really gaining anything in return, give them a chance to be sold or give it back to the people who started the studio. Maybe work out a contract where they give you 10% of sales for so long, as a goodwill token or something. But too many times we get AAA companies who buy all these studios just to close them down. Like, really, what would it cost for you to just let it go free? Fly free, little birdie, free. For real. Like, what is it? Something to do with business? If they're able to shut it down, to give them more of a tax write-off, maybe? Because that's the only reason I would see to do it that way. Instead of just finding a buyer, or instead of just letting the studio live on its own. But that's just me living in La La Land like always. I'm still playing The Evil Within. I want to play the second one, but I'm just not done with the first one. But to celebrate it, what I'm going to do is re-download the first one and get it done with, so I can start the second one. Who knows? Just maybe. The Evil Within 3 will be developed one day, and we're able to have closure on this franchise. Let me know if you guys are excited about this news. Tango Gameworks gets to live on another day to develop video games that they've been working hard on. And Microsoft doing the right thing and actually selling the studio instead of letting it go by the wayside. Now, we still don't know how much money they sold it for. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. It could have been a penny. It was the right decision, and it's something to be celebrated. I'm going to leave it right there. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Peace.